A male outside the business with a shotgun firing rounds towards the business. Officers arrived on scene and immediately engaged the suspect. As a result of his actions, the officers did fire their service weapons at the suspect. The suspect is currently at a local hospital receiving medical care. There were no officers injured during this incident, and there were no patrons at the dealership injured during the incident. There will be 2 investigations running at the same time. One will be an administrative investigation to ensure that our officers followed all policies and procedures. The second one will be the criminal investigation, and I'll open it up for questions.
Did he entered the dealership?
From my understanding, the suspect did not enter the dealership. When the officers arrived on scene, the suspect was still outside firing the shotgun.
Was this person known to employees?
Yes, this person was a former employee who was possibly terminated in the last 30 to 60 days.
Was he like a normal employee, manager? Do you know any of that?
I wouldn't know his title, but he was a former employee that was terminated.
And was he targeting one specific person?
It's too early in the investigation to determine if he was here to target one specific person. We just know that when the officers arrived on scene, he still was with the shotgun and firing at the building.
Did any civilians inside fire back at him before officers arrived?
It is too early to determine it. That's what the 2 investigations will be, the criminal investigation as well as the admin investigation.
The weapon used, some folks have told me there was an AK-47 type rifle, and you said it was a shotgun that was called in?
A shotgun was called in. I don't know particularly what type of weapon was used by the suspect, but the initial callers referred to the suspect's weapon as a shotgun. During these incidents, that's why we have our crime scene on scene to collect evidence, and then once that's done, we'll know what type of weapon that was used.
Do you know his age?
I do not know the suspect's age.
How long ago were they terminated?
I believe it was about 30 to 60 days ago. Mm-hmm.
Did they give any warning, I'm going to come shoot this place up? Or?
Not that I know of, no.
Did the suspect fire at officers in the encounter?
We don't know at this point if the suspect was directly firing at officers. It's going to take some time, obviously reviewing body camera, walking through the evidence, and going through the procedures. So,
did the armed suspect point the shotgun at officers?
I don't know that at this time. But the suspect, as a result of his actions, with officers arriving on scene, the suspect was actively firing the weapon.
Do you know about how many people were here at the dealership at the time?
I don't know how many, maybe a handful, but there were patrons inside and outside of the business.
Was there any conversation, or he just arrived and started shooting at the dealership?
I don't know if there was any conversations. There were multiple witnesses to this incident, and we have detectives here working tirelessly to interview those suspects so that we can get accurate information.